Yes, today we have to discuss about that amplifiers, capacitors, functions or effects in between input and output of the circuit. Right? In this circuit, this is a single stage RC coupled amplifier. This is one of the amplifier circuit. In this circuit, we have the capacitors at the base terminal C1 and at the collector terminal there C2, and at emitter terminal parallel with resistor R4 is C3. And what are the three capacitors names, and what are the functions in the particular places, and how to act that three capacitors with applied signals in between input and output, right? For that we have to take that capacitors functions and properties considered for this amplification operation in between input and output of the amplifier circuit. Now we have to call that three capacitors are C1, C2 are the coupling capacitor and C3 is the emitter bypass capacitor. But generally these three capacitors are normal capacitors. That capacitors normal capacitor is connecting in the circuit network formations in series connections and in shunt connections. Based on the connections considered in the circuits or networks, we have to call that capacitors that are there coupling capacitors and bypass capacitors. And now what is mean by coupling capacitor, and what is the functions of the coupling capacitor, which signals the two capacitors C1 C2 are allowing, and which signals the two capacitors are blocks, and what is the function of capacitor C3 there, what signals the capacitor C3 bypass to ground, and what signals the capacitor C3 stop the signals, and what happened the three capacitors with that signals, that is their AC and DC signals, right? In this amplifier circuit we have the two signals considered. One is their V in, that is their input signal, that is AC signals, and one more is their power supply, that is VCC DC at the collector terminal, right? So for that capacitor functions we can take that functionalities of the capacitors there. That capacitor is now coupling capacitor. Coupling capacitors are used in electronic circuits to pass the desired AC signal. It passes the desired AC signal, it means it acts as a short circuit. So that capacitor passes the signals from one side to other side and block unwanted DC components. So the capacitors, that is the coupling capacitors at the base terminal and at the collector terminal with the DC components, it acts as a open circuit. These unwanted DC signals come from electronic devices or preceding stages of an electronic circuit. In audio systems, DC components affect the quality of the desired signal, right? In audio systems, that is their amplifier circuits, the DC components affect the quality of the desired signal, disturb the desired of the quality of the signal by introducing noise. So that affects is nothing but disturb. So there considered noise is introduced or added in the amplifier circuit. Furthermore, DC signals affect the performance of power amplifiers and increase distortion. So with the DC signals in the amplifier circuits, we have the two effects or disturbances considered. That's are there. Quality of the desired signal is disturbed with the addition of noise, and power amplifier performance is disturbed with the increasing distortions. So in the circuits, a coupling capacitor is connected in series with the signal path, right? In that previous diagram, amplifier circuit, that two capacitors C1 C2 are connected in series. First capacitor, that is the base terminal capacitor, is connected in series with the signal path, applied signals. Next, coupling capacitors are used in analog as well as digital electronic circuits. So these capacitors are used in both electronic circuits, that is their analog and as well as digital electronic circuits. They find many applications in audio and radio frequency systems. So these capacitors are used in many applications in audio and radio frequency systems. Next paragraph is there. The reactive nature of capacitor allows it to respond to different frequencies differently. Yes, the capacitor acts something with the different frequencies differently, that is their lower frequencies, medium frequencies and higher frequencies. In the three different frequencies, the capacitor consider the different actions, right? In coupling applications, a capacitor blocks low frequency DC signals, yes, and allows high frequency AC signals to pass, yes. To low frequency components such as the DC signals, a capacitor exhibits high impedance, second line there, high impedance, thereby blocking them. On the other hand, a capacitor exhibits low impedance to high frequency components. So these two are considered that capacitors actions there based on the frequencies, low frequencies, high frequencies. What happened to the capacitor impedance, that is there increased or decreased. This allows a high frequency signals such as AC components to pass, right? Next is in audio systems. DC sources are used to power audio circuits. However, since the audio signal is usually an AC signal, the DC component is unwanted on the output. To prevent the DC signal from appearing in the output device, a coupling capacitor is added in series with load. Yes, in that previous amplifier circuit, we have the collector terminal capacitor, that is C2. That capacitor also considered to call the name is coupling capacitor. That capacitor connected at the output of the amplifier circuit to prevent the DC signal from appearing in the output device. So in that circuit at the output terminal, we have a DC components. With that capacitor connections, we will block the DC signal at the output, and finally we will get that amplifier output is only AC signal via capacitors. But that capacitor is connected in parallel with that is there coupling capacitor is added in series with the load. So we have a load resistor connected at that amplifier output terminal in series with coupling capacitor, right? Next paragraph is coupling capacitors are essential components in amplifier circuits. They are used to prevent interference of a transistor bias voltage. This is major role of the coupling capacitor. They are used to prevent the interference of a transistor bias voltage by AC signal. This is very important point for the coupling capacitor in the amplifier circuit. In most amplifier circuits, this is achieved by driving the signal to the base terminal of a transistor through a coupling capacitor. When the capacitor with the correct capacitance value is serial connected, the useful signal is allowed to pass while the DC component is blocked. So for this to pass the signal and to block the signal, we have to take that capacitor value is particular values, that much of range you have to choose the capacitor. It will pass the AC signals only and it blocks the DC signals. And the major role of the coupling capacitor in the amplifier circuit is to prevent the interference of a transistor bias voltage by AC signals. What is the transistor bias voltage? Transistor bias voltage is considered for DC voltage with the power supply VCC in between resistors R1 and R2. And what is the AC signal? The signal AC signal considered at the base terminal before the capacitor C1. So that AC signal is separate or to prevent the interference of a transistor biased voltage. So this is the major role of the coupling capacitor at the base terminal. and at the output terminal capacitor is coupling capacitor. That function is to prevent the DC signal from appearing on the output device. We have any DC signals at that output terminal, with the coupling capacitors we will prevent that and get that amplifier output is only AC signals. So this is the major functions considered at the different cases of coupling capacitors. Next is emitter bypass capacitor is what? At the emitter terminal, we have a one more capacitor, that is CE in this diagram. This is a common emitter configuration, so there consider the capacitor is CE, emitter capacitor, that is name is called emitter bypass capacitor. So what is the function of the capacitor there? This is also one of the normal capacitor, and here consider the capacitor is bypass capacitor is in this paragraph. Consider emitter bypass capacitor with an emitter resistance. Yes, if a bypass capacitor is connected parallel with an emitter resistance, the voltage gain of the CE amplifier increases. Voltage gain of the CE amplifier increases, and if the capacitor is removed, extreme degeneration is developed in the amplifier circuit and voltage gain will be reduced. This paragraph understanding is, if you cannot arrange that coupling emitter bypass capacitor parallel with the emitter resistor, the voltage gain will be reduced. Some amount of voltage is dropped in the resistor. There the resistor, emitter resistor is considered the feedback resistor, that is the negative feedback resistor. So in that resistor consider the some amount of voltage drops. So amplifier output voltage is getting less. Finally the gain of the amplifier is reduced. Next, if you can arrange the capacitor CE parallel with RE at the emitter terminal, the capacitor improves the gain of the amplifiers. That is the point mentioned. Connected parallel with the capacitor is connected parallel with an emitter resistance, the voltage gain of the amplifier increases. Voltage gain of the amplifier is increased because the capacitor with AC and DC, capacitor AC signals considered there, the capacitor allows pass the signals to ground, that is there capacitor is acts as a short circuit. So there CE acts as short circuit, automatically RE is also short circuited. So finally you don't get any resistive components, right? That's why the amplifier circuit gain is improved with emitter bypass capacitor. If you can remove the emitter bypass capacitor, means there that capacitor acts as a open circuit, that is there DC signals there, AC signals bypassed. So finally with that you will get that amplifier gain is improved gain, but there the capacitor acts as a open circuit with the DC. That DC voltage is consider the resistor RE. In that resistor some amount of voltage is dropped, right? So finally amplifier output voltage is reduced and the gain of the amplifier in between input and output is reduced. So the capacitor is very important for the amplifier circuit to get that higher voltage gain. So that is the emitter bypass capacitor function there. And next is here considered this one connections here, bypass capacitor parallel with the emitter resistor RE. So there in this one document we have the paragraph, the bypass capacitor is right, bypass capacitor is used to prevent noise from entering the system by passing it to ground. Yes, that bypass capacitor noise component is considered is a AC signals are noise signal for the bypass capacitor. So the capacitor pass to ground. The bypass capacitor is placed between the pins of supply voltage VCC and the ground in order to reduce both power supply noise and the result of spikes in the supply lines. For different devices and different components, the capacitor has the ability to suppress both inter and intra system noises, right? So the noise signals for bypass capacitor is AC signals considered, because that with that AC signals the capacitor acts as a short circuit and that AC signals pass to ground. But the available signal at that emitter terminal is only DC signal, right? The DC signal is not a noisy signal for bypass capacitor, because the DC signal does not goes to ground. Next, applications of bypass capacitors here. Based on that function of that capacitor in the particular place, the bypass capacitors are almost used in all the analog and digital circuits for removing unwanted signals from the supply voltage. Removing unwanted signals from the supply voltage. Some of the notable applications where they are used, that's applications considered here. First application is they are used between amplifier and loudspeaker for a clear audio. So emitter bypass capacitor is connected between the amplifier circuit and loudspeaker for a clear audio purpose. Next is there used in DC to DC converter, used in signal coupling and decoupling, used in high pass filter and low pass filter circuits. Yes, high pass filter, low pass filter circuits. Low pass filter circuits consider that capacitor in between the two terminal is shunt connections. So the bypass capacitor is possible in that network formations. So these are the few applications of bypass capacitor. And next is we have their comparisons between coupling capacitor and bypass capacitor in the amplifier circuits. What is the coupling capacitor functions and what is the bypass capacitor functions? We have the comparison table here. First point of coupling capacitor is it is nothing but a normal capacitor, yes, used to couple or link two different circuits. So the capacitor name in the two particular places consider the coupling capacitor. That name called that capacitor in the two particular places to couple the connections of one circuit to another circuit, or to link the connections between one circuit to another circuit. That is the major function of the coupling capacitor. So that's why first point mentioned, it is nothing but a normal capacitor used to couple or link two different circuits. Next, bypass capacitor function is it is nothing but a normal capacitor used to bypass the AC signal or high frequency signal. So here consider the AC signals are high frequency signals, low frequency signals are DC signals. So don't forget this, low frequency signals are DC signals and high frequency signals are AC signals. So the bypass capacitor bypass or pass to ground only high frequency signals. That is the major function. Second function of the coupling capacitor is it mainly used to block the DC signal. So mainly used the coupling capacitor in the amplifier circuit is to block the DC signal and pass the AC signal from one circuit to another circuit. This is very important function of the coupling capacitor in the two particular places, at the base terminal and at the collector terminal. Just these capacitors used to pass the AC signals and blocks the DC signals. And bypass capacitor second point is it mainly used to remove the unwanted noise to remove the unwanted noise such as the AC signal by grounding it. So for bypass capacitor, consider the unwanted component is AC, and DC is not an unwanted component, because with the AC signals the capacitor acts as a circuit, that's AC signals pass to ground. So the unwanted signal considered for the bypass capacitor in the amplifier circuit is AC signals. Next, third point in the coupling capacitor is it is connected in series with load. The connection of the coupling capacitor bypass capacitor is third point. It is connected in series with the load, and bypass capacitor it is connected in parallel with the load. Bypass capacitor is connected in parallel with load, and coupling capacitor is connected in series with load. In the amplifier circuit, consider that. So already I said that at the output terminal, coupling capacitor C2 in the amplifier circuit connected in series with load resistor. And last point is here, it is used to remove DC noise, yes, because the coupling capacitor blocks or stops or reject the DC component. So that DC component considered for the coupling capacitor is noise signal or noise components, that is the DC noise. The coupling capacitor removes the DC noise signals. Bypass capacitor, last point, it is used to remove AC noise, because the bypass capacitor pass the AC signals to ground. We won't get the AC signal with the bypass capacitor, only we will get that DC components with the emitter bypass capacitor. So these are the major points considered for the two capacitors in the amplifier circuits. That's capacitor there, coupling capacitor and bypass capacitors. Based on these functions of these two capacitors, we will get that amplifier output responses, right? And one more point is here, applications and use of coupling capacitor, where we have to use these coupling capacitors and bypass capacitor is coupling capacitor. First application there, coupling capacitors are mostly used in electronic amplifier circuits. Yes, in the previous circuit we have one amplifier circuit, that is their single stage RC coupled amplifier. In that circuits used the coupling capacitor. So that is the one of the application, electronic amplifier circuit. One more application is second point, that is coupling capacitors are used in RF signal processing circuits, radio frequencies. The radio frequencies, audio frequencies, these all applications are considered the coupling capacitor in the amplifier circuit. Third point, coupling capacitors are used in analog microphone circuits. Analog microphone circuits. Fourth point of coupling capacitors is coupling capacitors are used in audio equalizer circuits. Audio equalizer circuits. And fifth point is coupling capacitors are used in electronic filter circuits. Yes, we discussed in that high pass RC circuit and low pass RC circuit. The capacitors connected in the amplifier circuits are series connections. So the filter circuit is suitable for this capacitor function is high pass RC circuit. High pass filter is suitable for this capacitor functions, because in the high pass filter, high pass RC circuits, the capacitor connected in series, and between the two terminal shunt element is their resistors. So these are the few applications of coupling capacitors. And what are the applications of bypass emitter, that is whatever the terminal considered for the capacitor connections is emitter bypass or source bypass capacitors for the FET device. This is bypass capacitor application is, first point is here, when a capacitor is used in an electronic circuit. Yes, here point mentioned, applications and use of bypass capacitor. First point, bypass capacitors are used in amplifier circuit. Yes, in our amplifier circuit we have a bypass capacitor, right? So that is the one application. Second application is bypass capacitors are used in DC power supply circuits for microcontrollers, sensors, etc. So these all circuits is possible the bypass capacitor. Third point for bypass capacitor is the bypass capacitors are used in electronic amplifier circuits. Yes. Fourth point is bypass capacitors are used in electronic tuning circuits. Electronic tuning circuits. In your syllabus last unit, that is the 5th unit, you have a tuned amplifier circuits, tuned amplifier concepts. In that you have a tuned amplifier circuits that are considered that different types of tuned amplifier circuits, single tune, double tune, stagger tune, etc. In that circuits we have a emitter, we have a bypass capacitor at that common terminal between input and output. That is their emitter terminal is common for common emitter configurations. So one more application of that bypass capacitor is electronic tuning circuits. So these are the few applications of coupling capacitor and bypass capacitors. And next is want to go what are the effects, what are the effects of coupling capacitor and bypass capacitor in the amplifier circuit, right? In between the input signal and output response, the capacitor's effect is what? First take that effects of coupling capacitor. The reactance of the capacitor is Xc is equal to capacitor reactance, that is Xc is equal to 1 by 2 pi Fc. These two their variables Fc and Xc, these two are very important relationship for that amplifier frequency response. So here these two variables are inversely proportional, right? Xc is equal to 1 by 2 pi Fc. In this paragraph, at medium and high frequencies, at medium frequency and at high frequencies, the factor F makes is the frequency is considered there, medium frequency is higher frequency F, and what happening, the reactive capacitance is goes to low because frequency is increased, that is their medium and high frequencies. So in that cases the reactive capacitance is very small, right? So that all coupling capacitors behaves as short circuits. So at that frequencies, that is high frequency and medium frequencies, the capacitor acts as a short circuit. F is equal to infinity, at that case the capacitor acts as a short circuit, right? Capacitor acts as a short circuit means the signal passes that one side to another sides. At low frequencies, the reactive capacitance is increased. Low frequency, the reactive capacitance is at low frequency means F is equal to 0. F is equal to 0. The capacitor acts as a open circuit. That's why their reactive capacitance is increases. This increase in Xc drops the signal voltage across the capacitor and reduce the circuit gain, right? So as signal frequencies decreases, the capacitor reactance increase and gain continues to fall, reducing the output voltage. So at the lower frequencies, the capacitor acts as a open circuit, right? That next is effects of bypass capacitor there. So what is the effects of emitter bypass capacitor? At lower frequencies, bypass capacitor CE is not a short, right? So at lower frequency the capacitor acts as a open circuit, but here at lower frequencies the capacitor is not a short, so emitter is not at AC ground. So XC in parallel with RE creates an impedance. The signal voltage drops across this impedance, reducing the circuit gain. So this point already I explained in that circuit emitter capacitor, that is C. So these are the effects of two capacitors in the amplifier circuits with that frequency considerations that are there: low frequency, medium frequency, higher frequencies. In that different frequencies the capacitors acts the differently, that's are considered that acts as a short circuit and acts as a open circuit. Based on that we will get that output voltage as well as gain of the amplifier circuit. So this is the today class concept.